Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. And we promised you a video of when we got back to the UK after our European tour, because we went around the Cotswolds. And that's what this video is all about. It starts off with me looking terribly rough in my pyjamas and explaining what happened and why I'm still strapped up. So forgive the appearance, but we'll continue with our tour around the Cotswolds. We then briefly show you as we're getting on the ferry, but we didn't do anything of Winchester because last month's Vanna's collaboration was all about Winchester and was actually filmed while we were there after our European tour. And please go back and take a look at that if you want to see more of Winchester, because that was the Vanna's collaboration, our go-to site within an hour of home. Well, we had to stretch the home a bit, but it's only 11 miles from our storage compound. So that was the subject there. And we'll also give you an update later on how Alan's getting on with losing his C1E. We're not there yet, but we are hopeful. And I'll tell you where we've got to. But for now, take a look at what happened within hours of getting off the ferry at Dover. And we also show you a quick update on the Junction 9 M3 roadworks. They were about to install new bridges. So take a look. Wow, this is a slightly strange little bit. We're back in the UK now, and
just got off the ferry about 4 hours ago.
Yeah, it's our first night back, and I thought, you know, I'm going to put my pyjamas on, I'm going to have a nice shower, wash my hair and what have you, and have a nice drink. Well, I had my shower, and unfortunately, I slipped in the shower. And I went outside the shower because I'd already sort of had my shower and cleaned it, opened the doors, and I went like a ton of bricks. I have got a fat lip, I've hurt all my face, my teeth hurt.
And I only hit you twice.
I tried obviously to save myself. I didn't notice this to start with, but I can hardly move my wrist. So I've got I believe here, I've had Nurofen, and as a last resort...
You'll need some makeup on it tomorrow.
Well, I think I might. It's not really coming out, well, a bit, but God help me tomorrow. Anyway, we were having such a good day, weren't we? But for now, we'll sign off.
And stuff the wine, you've gone for whiskey.
Exactly. It's the stiff stuff. So
it's what?
The stiff stuff.
The stiff stuff. I thought you said medicinal.
Oh, it is medicinal.
Oh, right.
Of course it's medicinal.
Okay.
Okay. So cheers. Well, we're just off from our overnight stop and we're going to pick the car up. And so our European tour is now complete, and we've got 2 weeks left in the UK before we go back to Guernsey. So we're heading to pick the car up and then we're off to the Cotswolds. So as always, come with us. I just want to see, it says installing new bridges. So, and if that's going to be next weekend, just want to being nosy as to how far they've got. I don't know, I'm going to see very much. Wow. Yeah. But the South Downs is chalky. Blimey. It's a moonscape. They don't look quite ready to put the bridges over, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, they've got bits of a bridge.
That's where it'll be. There's the bridge.
Yeah. Hi guys, and good morning from Cirencester. Beautiful Cirencester. Our European tour may well be at an end, but we've come to the Cotswolds for best part of a week, and then we've got a week just over in Winchester before we go back. So although this won't be part of the European tour, we will be doing a few more videos before we eventually get on the ferry and go back home. So we woke up here this morning and it was frosty. Thick frost and freezing fog. Thick frost on the car. Luckily I bought some de-icer yesterday, although we've just left it to melt on its own because we weren't getting out early. It's I don't know, 11:30, 12 o'clock at the moment, and it's still pretty damn cold. I'm not used to this. So we're going into Cirencester today. I want to do a bit of shopping. I have been totally unsuccessful while I've been away. And now we're back in England. I'm running out of warm jumpers and trousers. And I really don't want to have to do another wash before I go back. So we'll see what we can find. And if I don't, I don't. Maybe I'll have to wash things. But, well, for now I'm just enjoying being here at Cirencester. This is probably going to be the only dry and pleasant day of the rest of our entire stay. So we're taking advantage. And I've been out here watching the squirrels and what have you, despite the cold. So come with us into Cirencester and see how we get on. Well, it's not really that far actually into Cirencester. It is, we've just been talking about it, just about walking distance. Well, it is really. But even by car, it's just one island, and also on this island, or just off it as you turn towards the town, is Waitrose. So it's quite handy for the supermarket. There's Waitrose just there, and then town centres to your left, and with a bit of luck you can park in the main square, which means you're right in the middle of everything.
Not that there's a lot.
It's a lovely...
Just a few shops.
Yeah, but they're nice shops. And
Cycle route there, look.
yeah, there is. And it's a nice town centre as well. All beautiful Cotswold stone, as you can see. It is lovely. Look at the buildings. I do love this colour stone. It's so mellow and pretty. And the buildings are just stunning. It is an ancient Roman town actually, and there's a big museum that's just as we on the left down there. That's one of the little shopping streets, and if you come round here and turn to the left, that takes you, I believe, to the main square. So we're opposite the post office if ever you need one. Nice pubs and coffee shops down here, and there's lots of independent
man in
shops.
shorts and bright red legs.
Oh, they would be red today.
4 degrees.
Yeah,
Shorts.
and that's the church. It's just beautiful.
And we can't park.
Well, I don't know, you might still be lucky. Well, we're waiting outside the barber shop at the moment. We might be lucky and get that one. But there's some lovely shops here. That's Barber. There's a lovely clothes shop just at the back of the square. Moda and Pele over there, shoe shop. Further down there is a Riker shop. The White Company there. Some really nice places. But parking is difficult. And also when they have the market on here, because this is where they have the market, so all this parking is not available then. Just still in the square. Let's take a look at the church. It's quite beautiful. Well, all that shopping in Cirencester made me hungry, so we were on a little jaunt out to find some pub grub. You'll have to excuse the sound on this one, but it was still worth putting in because that pudding, that steak and kidney pudding, was definitely worth showing you, and it was definitely worth eating. So, we're driving through the Cotswolds countryside in the hunt for some pub grub. So, no, we're in Green Dragon, halfway between Cirencester and Cheltenham. And we're having steak pudding, syrup pudding rather than pie. So, looking forward to that. Here it is. Steak kidney pudding. Mushy peas, chips. How is it? I've had the same. Except for some reason they put butter in the mushy peas, so I haven't had that. And I've gone for new potatoes, but it is delicious. Well, we're here at the Green Dragon, and I have to say, it has been super. They've got a shop there as well, which does all sorts of things. Fresh cheeses, fish even, local trout. And this is the pub itself. And we have just had steak and kidney pudding. Oh, it was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And it's in a very pretty spot. The car park's opposite. And there's the river as well. They apparently have rooms as well, but I was very impressed with that. Been a lovely day shopping and lunch. I'll just show you my haul. Nice new pair of jeans. Nice pair of Barber jeans. I'm running out and I don't want to do any more washing. And the other thing I needed, given the way the weather is warm jumpers. Oh, I do like the way they wrap things up in tissue. So, number one, that was from the White Company. So warm. And next one, Alan Cooper. So I did all right today. So after all those weeks of not being successful with shopping while we've been in Spain and France, I've done okay. Despite the weather, we tried to make the most of our week in Cirencester. And okay, we weren't walking around, but we did do a fair bit of riding around in the car. And the first place we went towards was Stroud, which was quite a surprise actually. And just before you get into Stroud, you drop down into the valley and we found a canal. And it really was quite pretty. So come and have a look at that. Well, just got out the car as we've just crossed over the Thames and Severn Canal. And there's some locks here, I think. We've descended quite a long way down the hill into this built-up area. And we've crossed over the canal. And this is the lock. And the view up there all the way up the canals. I don't think of the Cotswolds as linked to canals, really. Strange, because I don't see why not. And there's more than just the canal. There's a stream here, or a river, and it's fast flowing. So that is most definitely not connected to the canal network itself. I'm going to cross over and have a look the other way. Oh, it's beautiful. So that's the canal, but there is an inlet for the water over there. And from here you can see the river or the stream, and you can see there is an overflow into the canal. It's got a sluice gate on it, so obviously it's going to be controlled. I'm going to go down to the river over there. The catkins coming out are very sparse on this tree. It's very early yet though for catkins. And we come down here to the river area. And you can see that flowing down there. The water's actually quite clear. And the other way, you can see under the bridge to the lock gates. We continued our ride around the countryside, and my goodness me, there are some beautiful villages in the Cotswolds, and they are all so pretty. That beautiful Cotswold stone, and the lanes are gorgeous, although the road surface is definitely not. So many potholes, although not as bad as Derbyshire. But it's all relative. It was pretty bad. Anyway, it was a very pretty ride. And did we get lost? Well, sort of, but not really. And we came across a place we both definitely knew we'd been before. And although we'd travelled miles, we were very close to the campsite. Thank you for Google Maps showing us where we were at the end of the day. But we definitely weren't going to look before we were ready to return. Oh, goodness. Typical pretty.
Dodgy with the motorhome down here.
Oh, certainly would. Cotswold village.
On a dull winter's day.
Yeah, it would be beautiful with the sun out, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Off all this golden stone. It's, oh, this really is the quintessential Cotswold village. Beautiful.
The roads ain't up too much though.
Loads of potholes. Not quite as bad as Derbyshire, but we did say the Cotswolds was bad previously. Potholes. Ugh. So, trying to see a sign where we're going.
Really squat.
Oh.
This way then.
We'll go this way then.
If we have a destination, there's no difference.
Better to travel hopefully than to arrive.
Yes.
Yet another Cotswold village. I don't think this is as pretty as the last one. This is Oakridge Lynch, but then I'm not sure we've gone towards the centre of it.
So there's much of it. Dead end.
Oh, all of them dead ends. Well, it's looking more Cotswold village like now. God knows where we're going. Road will be closed on 9th of March. Look at the surface. What surface? Oof. I mean, they haven't really given us any diversion from the main road closure. Oh, this footage is going to be terrible, all up and down. But I can't do very much about it. All part of the adventure.
You're off-road again. Something like this with low profile.
I know. It's very pretty. Oh, and you're only doing what, 15?
Yeah. Look at the depth of the potholes.
They're incredible.
I do hope I haven't got to come back up this one. Ow.
It is a beautiful road. Oh, look. Water.
Holes. Oh, and now it becomes unsuitable
For HGVs.
Now, look at the size of that pothole there.
That is incredible. Ah. And waterfalls down there. And then we continue.
Our adventure.
Look at this place.
And then you got a railway bridge.
Amazing.
Well, it could be a canal. Look at the width.
There's so many roads closed.
Oh no!
You've got to go around.
Another road closed. Oh look, there's the road.
Oh, yeah. And the view. Look across the valley and the church down there. Beautiful. We've been here before.
Hard to say that.
We've
That's
been
where you
here
went to that
before.
book exchange, wasn't
The bus shelter is a book exchange.
it? Yeah. We didn't come that way in.
We didn't, but we have definitely been
I
here.
remember it, yeah.
How amazing is that?
Yeah. I think we were lost last time.
How amazing is that? We've just gone to Google Maps and we're actually only 5.7 miles from the campsite. Been round in a big circle. So we're on our way back now. Well, the following day we decided we'd head for Stow on the Wold. But before we got there, Alan spotted a sign that said Roman Villa and turned off the road. We followed the signs for Roman Villa and went through some lovely countryside yet again, and eventually did find the Roman Villa, a National Trust property, Chedworth Roman Villa, but only to find it was closed. But there's still a fair bit to show you anyway. So, well, an unexpected sunny day. It's cold, but really pretty sunny. So we're heading towards Stow on the Wold at the moment. It's a beautiful sunny day. The Cotswold countryside looks completely different in the sunshine. Pity we didn't have it yesterday when we went through some pretty countryside, but oh, it doesn't look so good without the sun. Just pulled off the main road from Cirencester to Stow.
Looking for a brown sign.
For a Roman Villa.
Yeah.
Oh, it's lovely countryside. This way it says.
I didn't know which way I was going.
I just looked at the sign, it said Roman Villa. It's beautiful. What have we got here then?
I've lost the signage for Roman.
No, we haven't. To the left.
Got you. They were brown before.
Yeah, these are older ones, I think. Didn't say how far. Look at that down there. Absolutely beautiful. And the little river at the bottom is bursting its banks a bit.
It's full.
It is. Wow.
Bad as it was yesterday.
No.
They were awful.
Oh, they were. It's a vast area of parkland.
Must be a big house around here.
There must be.
Pile.
It definitely looks that way, doesn't it? Can't spot it though. Definitely beautiful lanes though. So what have we here? Roman Villa, straight on. Chedworth Roman Villa, closed for winter, reopening on the 2nd of February.
Could have put closed on the main sign.
They could have done, couldn't they? Yeah, parking.
Just fetched us about 10 miles out of our way.
I wonder if you can see anything or if they've got the God, it's extensive.
Is that it?
I think it is. It's got to be, surely.
Yeah.
Well, although it's closed, I'm assuming it's closed for people to walk round. But I think that's it. And it's enormous. Absolutely enormous. Wow. There's also a very beautiful house on the site. As you can see. We're a couple of days too soon. It opens again on the 2nd of February. And today is the 30th of January. So, yeah, we've peaked too soon, as they say. But we'll show you the car parking. There is an overflow car park down there. But if you want to come and look, it's a National Trust property. And there's not an awful lot of parking here. But there, as I say, there is a big overflow car park. And this is the beautiful house that's there. And the villas beyond. Well, the bit that we saw was this here. But it looks like the main part is at the back. It was built in the, well, it was at its prime in the 4th century, and it had 2 bathhouses, extensive mosaics and a water shrine. But it was used well into the 5th century, well after the Romans had left. But it wasn't excavated until 1864 by Lord Eldon. Yeah, opens on the 2nd of February. And you can see here, obviously free to National Trust members, and standard admission is £15 for adults and £7.50 for children. And there is a visitor centre and a cafe as well. It also tells you about the wildlife in the area, unique reptiles and pheasants and all sorts around here, and there's some very special trees as well, apparently. Well, I have to say those firs look pretty impressive. All in all, a very beautiful place. Just a shame it's not open so that you can see into the villa, because what they've done is they've put suspended walkways over the top of the villa, so you can actually look down into what were the bathhouses and look at the mosaics as well. So maybe one day we'll come back when it's open, but for now we'll just enjoy the view and passing on the information. So yeah, lovely place and in a lovely spot. It was quite a way off the main road to get here, but it is well signposted right from the main Cirencester to Stowe Road and all the way through the little lanes. So I'm just going back to the car. Look at that.
Lovely place, eh?
Oh my goodness. What a place. beautiful buildings everywhere. Even the new ones are not quite nice.
Yeah.
Been done very sympathetically. Beautiful. Stood on that hill. And the views. I do, me love.
Yeah, you can look at that.
Well, since we were last at Cirencester, there has been an addition, and I'm just taking you to see that addition now. Well, in fact, there's been two additions. There's an ANPR camera on the entrance and the exit, so it reads your number plate, so you don't need a barrier key anymore, unless, of course, you're from Guernsey, because the ANPR does not read our number plates. They're black number plates, white letters on black number plates, and it doesn't recognise them, so we had to have a barrier card to let us through and out again. But the other addition, I'll show you in just a moment. This is the other addition. Goats. But it's a bit muddy, I can't get to them. Oh dear. Let's, no, I can't get to them. See if they'll come over. Let's get to an area where I can see them better. Hello. Hello, boy. Oh, aren't you pretty? Aren't you pretty? I'd love to come close and give you a fuss, but I can't because of all the mud. Oh, aren't you beautiful? The sign saying don't feed the goats, and there's telephone number if you've got any concerns about them. I don't have any concerns about that one. Looks beautiful. Beautiful. And there's a couple more in the shelter there. Yeah. I don't know if you can see them. Sandy coloured ones. And they're having a good old feed. I'm just going to get off the road. I'm going to have to see if I can get some more footage of them tomorrow. But I think better footwear. Beige suede boots. Do not cut it. I need me wellies. Hi guys. Well, it's our last day today. As you can see, we're in Poole and we're about to go and join the ferry queue. So after 2 months away, we'll be going home today. Should be home for about 6 o'clock this evening if the ferry's on time. But the weather looks fine, so we should be fine. And yeah, it's going to seem very strange sleeping in my own bed tonight. Well, the other's my bed too, but it's a bit more mobile. So yeah, we're about to check in for the ferry and make our way back to Guernsey. Well, we're on board now. Why change the habit of 2 months? Excuse the wind on that last bit. It was very windy on the seafront in Poole, although the crossing was fine. There were a few bumps along the way because the wind was relatively high mid-channel. It was high enough in Poole, but it was okay. Just sat down most of the way. It's easier, you don't fall over that way. Anyway, promise you an update on the driving licence situation for Alan. Well, he was booked in for an echocardiogram in any event, and he had to get 40% ejection fraction. Apparently normal is a 50 plus. He was 25% after his heart attack. By last September it improved to 38, and all he needed was another 2% because if it is below 40, there's no chance. You just don't get the licence, however much you plead, apparently. So he had that done, and that was last week, last Wednesday, and he got 40. So we were over the moon. So we then had to go back to the doctor, get the rest of the medical done. We took that in earlier this week, and we're now waiting to hear. Apparently it could take up to about 3 weeks for us to hear anything. They have to refer it to the medical officer in the States of Guernsey and let us know whether there's any more requirements. What Alan's really dreading is one of these stress-tested ECGs, which means they put you on a treadmill, make you walk uphill, and go quite quickly. I've had one done in the past. I didn't do too well, to be honest with you. Alan's dreading it if that has to happen. But we did put in the doctor, the cardiologist, put in his letter of recommendation that he recommended Alan gets his C1E licence back and that he'd had a cardio MRI test under stress last September, and so referred to the results of that. So we're crossing our fingers he won't require anything else, and crossing our fingers even more that they actually grant it to him, because we're off again on the 10th of April and I really would like him to be able to drive the van. If he can't, I'll have to do it, but he won't be very happy with that. He likes the driving, and I won't be very happy with that because he doesn't like my driving. Actually, it was very good last time I drove the van, so I shouldn't say that. So cross your fingers for us, please. And in the meantime, put your thumbs up. So it's all fingers and thumbs here. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And do press that notification bell. And in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. And we do reply to all the comments. And thank you for all the comments we had on the last video, particularly about Alan's C1E. So we're crossing our fingers, as I say, for some good news. But for now, cheers.